one thing for sure, two things for certain. You want to piss people off, make a list. You feel me? This been going on since the early days of the internet. When remember when Joe Budden got into that whole shit with Wu-Tang Clan? He got punched in his mouth and all that. You know why he got into that? Because he was coming at Method Man and other people over a list that Complex put on the internet. So since then, this was like, when was this? 08, 09, 2010, somewhere around there. Lists have a very strong history of pissing people off. You understand? So I seen the Hot 97 list go up, and I'm thinking like, you know what? And then people start making all these other lists. I'm like, I'm in battle rap. Let me make a list. You feel what I'm saying? Before we get into a lot of the things that people were, discussing on the list and were pissed off about, let me just say this. Number one, I didn't really put much thought into this list. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of times where, when it comes to social media, right? I move on social media, I think of something and just put it out there for people to, discuss or whatever. People come crazy at me all the time. I don't be caring because, like, I really be outside. Don't nobody ever have this energy in person, or I don't see people. So it's like, I don't care about, people being upset over my opinion on things of that nature. Like, you feel me? I've never been met with, like, the energy I get met with online, I've never been met with in person. You understand what I'm saying? No, I won't. You feel what I'm saying? And if I do, niggas will see. But I just put stuff out there. You understand? And it's up to y'all to debate, go back and forth, etc., etc. Y'all see half the time I be laughing, even when niggas be coming at me, because I be, when my Twitter mentions be flooded, my Facebook notifications be flooded with like, your dumbass list and all this other shit. All that shit cool. I be laughing at that. It's just when niggas start getting disrespectful. That's the only shit that I don't be feeling. But, aside from that, y'all can get that the way y'all want. Have y'all disputes or whatever. But, I just take an idea and I put it out there. Now, I'll admit the list was rushed. You feel me? I didn't really take the time to actually try and put it in a real order. Like, I put it in order based on the names that came to me. Like, when I think the best battlers ever, or at least in the YouTube era, like the era that, I grew up in. Let me not say I grew up in the YouTube era, because from the DVD era. But when you see people like Rex and Mook on there, that's why. Like, from the DVD era. They're high up on my list for a reason. And I just wanted to put it out there and see what people would say. Like, if I want to, I can easily go back, change a lot of the things on the list, re-put it out, and have everybody ooh and ah and loving the list and stuff like that. But what's the fun in that? You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to chalk this list up to being a purposely rushed list with the purpose of, kind of provoking thought, or if you want to just say I was trolling with the list, you can say that. I mean, it wasn't necessarily that I was trolling. I just had a nice 50-person list, and I said, you know what? Instead of, because I did, while I was making the list, there was changes that was made. There was places that got swapped and stuff like that. Like, I originally had Chess as like number 30 something, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I got him as number 30 something, but then I got somebody as like number 18, and I was like, no, let me change that. You feel what I'm saying? Because that would look too crazy. You feel me? But I was just like, I looked at it, let me put it out here like this and see what people say. You feel me? I put it in the Angry Fan group. People got mad. I put it on Twitter. People are frying me. I put it out last night and people are still right now, like as I'm filming this video, people are frying me. Like, hold on, I'm about to go through the mentions on my phone and show y'all. Like, shout out to everybody with the tweets coming through and everything. Even Hollow jumped in the shit and called me biased. You know, we're gonna address that too. But I don't want niggas to, like, yeah, if y'all want to take time and pause the video to read it and see what's going on. Like, niggas are just violating. Y'all probably can't see it because the picture's too clear because the brightness and everything. But it's like retweets and likes and people talking crazy and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's just like, bruh, like, y'all gotta chill. Nigga laughing at my list. Yeah, people are cooking me. Yo, he hit me with the Judge Mathis. You know you're a crackhead. Like, yo, people are frying me about this list. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all see, I'm just laughing at all this. You know, I take this shit as a joke. You know, funny memes always come out of stuff like that. But you know, I don't, me personally, as like when I see lists going by and stuff like that, I don't take them seriously. Why? Because it's somebody else's opinion. You understand? Like, it says No Mercy's top 50. It doesn't say definitive top 50 battle rap list or nah. Like, and that's why I feel like even when people use phrases like, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to start a sentence with in my opinion, because if you're speaking, obviously you're speaking from your fucking perspective. Like, you understand? Like, now you should have to clarify if you're speaking from a worldly perspective or from the perspective of the masses, but you shouldn't have to put like in my opinion or justify your opinion when you're the one speaking. Like, obviously it's from your fucking opinion. You feel me? But there's a few things that that people addressed about the list. So we're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna exactly go through the whole list, just the discrepancies that people had. You know, let me pull it up right quick. Yeah, that's just Joe Brown. Shit, hilarious. People had issue with Tay Rock being number one on my list. First of all, my original GOAT was Murder Mook. You understand? Like, self-explanatory. You understand? When he fell back, it became Rex. It's probably self-explanatory. You feel me? A person who's consistent, he don't choke. Yeah, he's got battles where he's got bodied, completely understandable. But, you know, it happens. You feel me? Like, it's people that done got bodied way more times than Rex has. You feel me? Rex, how many clear losses do Rex even got? You feel me? Rex don't got that many. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't fault me for putting him in the list based off, you know, the consistency that he has. Now, when Rex fell back, for me, it became Tay Rock. Why? Because, listen, no matter how many battles you say Tay Rock lost, Tay Rock has always come with it. Always. Even if you feel like he lost, you know Tay Rock put his all into that performance. You understand? I think he lost to Goods. That was still a performance that he put his all into. He was against odds that he never been up before, and he still was trying to fight through it. It did not work. You understand? Like, people have those battles sometimes, and Tay Rock, he don't choke. He don't no-show and reschedule battle. Like, Tay Rock is fully invested into this culture. He put his whole heart and soul into it. He's constantly battling. So, come on, man. Ain't nobody else to me that checks all the boxes as far as being the greatest of all time than Rock. Like, to still be battling and still be relevant, hell yeah. Rock number one for me, son. You feel what I'm saying? People didn't really debate my top 10 too much. I mean, people thought I should have had Surf higher. Surf he slack off too much for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he do. He do. You can't have Surf as, I mean, if you're gonna go off just content alone, cool, like or potential and material and stuff like that, then I understand where you're coming from. But it's like Surf has had too many battles where he done like slacked off. You understand what I'm saying? Like giving away whole third rounds and stuff like that. I can't give somebody like that too high up on my list. Like, y'all lucky I gave him number 9. I was gonna do him filthy. But you feel me? Like, I respect everything that he doing, everything that he been through and stuff like that. But we talking about as a battle rapper. Nah, I can't give him top 5. You feel me? Who else? Yo, people was mad that Shotgun Suge was ahead of a lot of people. For me personally, Shotgun Suge just embodies like that type of aggression and that street shit and all that shit that I grew up like really being in. You understand what I'm saying? Like the shit he talking, the way he delivered his shit, like it really bring me back to when I was out here running around and getting kicked out of schools left and right and beating niggas up and like all, you know, the type of different stuff that I was getting into. Like Shotgun Suge, I relate to all that stuff he taught. You feel me? Like the big guy that really, you know, out there putting in, you know, work here and there. And not saying I was just some like wild gangster and, you know, doing all this wild stuff, but just a man. You feel me? Like when you're growing up in the hood, you gotta fight and you gotta earn your stripes and stuff like that. So the type of shit Shotgun Suge talk, that's the shit that I like to hear. You feel me? So that's why he's so high up on my list above a lot of other people. People's mad that Jazz is up there. Now, Jazz, even though she doesn't battle often, she's a person who I love how she puts her material together. You understand? She's one of the females that it never came up that nobody was writing for her. You know, she writes all her own shit. Her music is dope. Like when she do her freestyles and everything, she raps like really well. Like you can tell she really about this battle shit. You feel what I'm saying? So she's one of the people that I consider high up on my list. Whenever a Jazz battle was happening, I'm tuned in. You understand? So yeah, she's high up on my list. You understand me? Who else people was mad about? People was mad about Chess being in his spot. Chess number 18. You feel me? First of all, he's in my top 20. With as many times as he choked, he's in my top 20. You motherfuckers should be grateful for that. You understand? All y'all Chess fans out there that, you know, continue to be on the bandwagon and, you know, still believing in him and stuff like that, y'all need to be grateful about that number 18 spot because he could have easily got 40. He could have easily not even made the list based off how many chokes he got. Like, there's a lot of people that would have did him filthy like that. You feel me? But me personally, I respect his journey throughout battle rap. Like, as far as like, he's one of them guys. He came up through the small leagues. You understand? Like the traps, the We Go Hards. Like he came up through that and is on an elite level. And now he's about to be in a battle. He's partnered with Tay-Rock about to battle Lux and Hollow. Yeah, he deserved that number 18 spot. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he, you know, got his setbacks and everything, I still respect the kid enough to show him his props and appreciate the journey he's went through as a battle rapper. You understand me? So Chess is well deserving of that number 18 slot. You understand? Hollow the Dawn being number 19. Hollow in my Twitter mentions called me biased or whatever. Said the list was based on first like people who I rock with. Let me address that. I've just never been a Hollow fan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I respect what he do in the ring. I respect his creativity and how he put shit together. But as far as like his style overall, like his style is just a little too. Like, I like street battle rappers. Like, battle rappers who are more street. Like, you can be creative, but I like people who still have more of a street edge to their content. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say Hollow comes off as, like, too intelligent, but it's, like, too intelligent for somebody who appreciates street battlers. You understand? Like, I still appreciate... I'm going to keep it a buck. When it comes to battle rap, I appreciate ignorance over intelligence. That's just me. That's why Suge is high up on my list. You understand? Like, and that's it may sound ass backwards, but what I look to for battle rap is that type of content. You understand? Like, don't get it twisted. I listen to Lupe Fiasco, but I can right after that go listen to a Waka Flocka song effortlessly. Like, my playlist is all over the place. Like, my rap playlist is all over the place with, you know, different type of stuff. And yes, I appreciate ignorant music. So same thing when it comes to battle rap. I appreciate ignorant stuff, like the enlightening and being teaching and stuff like that. It's something, you know, I'm cool with hearing every once in a while. But with Hollow, like I said, he's just not street enough for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as far as his content. You know, I'm not speaking on him as a person. I don't, you know him personally. But his content just really don't move me like that. You understand me? The reason why somebody like Lux is high up on my list is because even with the enlightenment, it still has more of a street aspect to it. He still makes it to where a nigga like me who's really from the hood can relate. You understand? With Hollow, it's more of a, you know, Hollow is more of, like they say, a grind time rapper. And me personally, I wasn't into grind time. You understand? Like, I respected what they did. Don't get it twisted. But as far as like that type of content, I wasn't really like all the way into that. You understand me? So that's why Hollow is a bit lower on my list. There ain't nothing personal, but you know, that's just what it is. Charlie Clips number 20. A couple people was mad about this. Clips just kind of fell off for me. You understand me? Like, I felt like if Clips would have stayed more consistent, like, you know, while he was here. And another thing I gotta say about Clips, I appreciate Charlie Clips. You know, he's one of the people in battle rap that helped push me. You feel me? Like that blog we did together where y'all see me in the front, you know, talking and everything like that. And, you know, he was talking about his issues with URL. Like, that was a huge deal for me in battle rap. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something that, you know, he's one of the people I feel like could say did me a favor when it comes to battle rap. So, you know, he's a person that I'm always, you know, supporting. I'm always behind him, but I just wish he would have been a little bit more consistent. Because on his A game, Charlie Clips is fire. He's one of the best. You understand? But I wish he would have just stayed, you know, as consistent throughout his later years that he was active. I wish he'd have stayed as consistent as he was, like, when he first got back in it. Like, when he battled Verb, when he battled X Factor, we battled Big T. You understand what I'm saying? Who else were people upset about? People were mad that Verb is number 27. Let me tell you, I am not an A-Verb fan. Like, he loses way too many battles. A-Verb loses way too many battles, man. He loses way too much. You feel me? Y'all say that he beat 7 or 8 niggas in my top 10. Cool. He beat them 7 niggas and lost to everybody else, man. Come on. Can't do that. We can't do that. Like, win percentage is a very important factor. You understand? Like, a lot of y'all go off potential, what somebody can do. I go off what somebody did do. You understand me? And, you know, Verb, he lost too much for me. He lost too much to be top anything for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe if we do a Midwest list, he'll be much higher. But as far as the overall list, Verb, the nigga that lost to everybody? Like, come on, man. Nah. You feel me? But I respect Verb. I respect what he do. I respect his pen and, you know, the way he constructs his shit. But it's still like, if you're in all these battles, and Verb, this is the thing. It's not that Verb is losing battles. Verb has gotten 3-0 numerous times. Numerous times. How many times? We don't have enough fingers to count how many times A-Verb has gotten 30. Bruh. He got 30 by X Factor, 30 by Rex, 30 by K-Shine. Like, who else? He got 30 by so many different people. And y'all want me to put him higher? Like, y'all lucky I gave him number 27. Extremely lucky. Y'all are very lucky that I gave him number 27. You understand what I'm saying? Because I could have left Verb off this list. Like, losing too many battles, getting 3-0 too much. Like, shit. If you looking at the battles that y'all think he did win, I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody would have their best performance going up against these guys. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just so happened that he happened to be the better man than them that night, but it's not like he's really overall better than these people. You understand what I'm saying? So, who else y'all was mad at? Y'all was mad at Dot being on the list. First of all, Trap or Die. You understand what I'm saying? Trap or Die, man. I know what time it is. But my personal preference for Dot is not just based off of him being from the trap. It's also based off of his performance ability. Dot is one of the best performers you will ever get in battle rap. One of the best, hands down. It's not even up for debate. He's one of the best performers battle rap has ever had. How do you get mad about that? Like, Dot is somebody who's worthy of being on the list. Now, granted, he, ain't battling shit probably like 2 years just because, he been locked up or whatever. But when it comes to battlers who, like, perform and really give you that feel, like, come on, man. Y'all seen how Dot did against Bill Collector. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give my son some credit, man. Dot one of the best out there. You feel what I'm saying? And when he get home and start smoking niggas again, ooh, I feel bad for y'all, man. I feel extremely bad for y'all. Who else y'all was mad about? Wasn't really anybody else on the list that people was pissed about. You feel me? It was just like select people, and the ones that I did address were just the ones I kept seeing over and over. One thing I'll give y'all, I left JC off the list. I was wrong for that. Pardon me, JC. My bad. You feel me? JC definitely belongs on this list. You feel me? If I had to put JC somewhere, no bullshit, I would put him high up. JC would probably go up between Chilla and DNA. Yeah, like between like Chilla and DNA at 16 and 17 respectively. Yeah, he would probably go up in that area. You feel what I'm saying? Probably a little bit higher up. He'd probably go between he could probably go between Suge and Jazz, really. 12 and 13. You feel me? Because JC one of the niggas. I'm pissed I forgot to put him. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just my list, what I was thinking about at the time. If I do happen to do another list, it's not going to be anytime soon. I'd rather just let this one sit. I appreciate all of the flack that I'm getting, all of the slander that I'm receiving, people telling me, get the fuck out of here. People are talking about, I seen Dot at number 32 and I stopped reading the list. Idiot, you already read more than half the list. You might as well have kept going, dummy. What are you talking about? You feel me? But, yeah, man, just putting these lists out to strike up conversations. You feel me? I seen a couple other people put out lists and y'all called they shit's trash too. So it's like, no matter who puts out a list, y'all are going to have complaints. I haven't seen one person post a list, and I've seen maybe like 5 or 6 lists people put out, and all of them was getting smoked. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, who really has a fire battle rapper list? You understand? In order to do it, you're going to have to probably bring together a panel and all that. I'm not doing all that. Fuck I look like. It's the No Mercy TV show, man. You feel me? Like, I just give y'all straight from the heart, straight off the dome. You feel what I'm saying? No filter, no dressing it up and beating around the bush and all that. Nah. You feel me? But I agree with a lot of y'all sentiments. There's certain people that should have been higher, certain people that should have been included. But this is all opinion, all to get people to talk and discuss things. No harm intended. You understand? And one thing about me, I'm never biased. You feel what I'm saying? Like, never. You know, I got Tay-Rock as number 1. Tay-Rock not from New York. He not from my hood. I didn't grow up with him. This is another thing. We gonna end off with this. When y'all talking this bias stuff, y'all have to understand what being biased means. And to be biased, you actually have to have a legit reason to be biased. It's not just a preference thing. Like, that's not being biased. Like, when you're being biased, you have to have some sort of allegiance to someone. You understand? Like, in battle rap, when you're being biased, a lot of times it's because somebody's in your group. If you're a Cave Gang member saying another Cave Gang nigga is the best in the world or whatever, that's being biased. You understand? If somebody, if you're saying somebody, if you're from the DMV and you're saying somebody from the DMV is the best in the world, you're being biased. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no allegiances to none of these battle rappers. You understand? Like, it's very few battle rappers I call my friends. And out of the people that I do have as friends in battle rap, it's probably like, as far as friends go, it's probably like 2 or 3 that made the list. You understand me? But as far as like bias, like, and they didn't make top spots in the list neither. You understand? So I don't really have no like really super allegiances. You understand? I can't be biased. It's impossible. Like, I don't have no, like, I'm from Harlem, 159th Street and 8th Ave, Colonial Projects. Like, I done been kicked out of schools left and right. Growing up, I done been to about 9, 10 different schools. I don't know none of these battle rappers. I never heard of these niggas in the street. Like, they was never in those schools that we was fighting against. Like, I don't know none of these guys. You feel me? So I can't be biased when it comes to battle rap. I just can't. You understand? Yeah, we all got relationships and certain people we favor and stuff like that. But my logic when it comes to stuff like this and saying people are dope and everything, is not off bias. It's off logic. It's off logic, skill, winning battles, being stars, like things of that nature. Like, that's where my judgment comes from. My judgment don't come from just taking a random nigga and just putting them in a certain spot. Like, nah, I never been like that when it came to battle rap. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, me and John, that's my man. But when I put him in a certain spot on the list, it's because he's fire. Like, it's because he gives his all every battle. He don't lose. He don't be taking clear L's. You understand? And that's one of the reasons I always like support him. You understand? Like, and it's a lot of battle rappers like that I support because I respect their talent. You know, and that's one of the things with me. Like, when it comes to battle rappers that y'all see me praising, is because I respect the talent. It's not because we cool from everything else. Like, if we cool because I've been supporting these people, the support came from me respecting their talent. That's not being biased. You understand? Of course, you're gonna build relationships through supporting certain people. Like, when certain people see that you're highly supportive of them and things of that nature, yeah, they're gonna gravitate towards you. But understand that at the core, it's because the talent is respected. You understand? So that's always where I'm coming from. Never think that I'm like biased. Like, I hate when people say that. Do not call me biased. I'm not biased. Like, this is the real. I don't even want to say that. This is the real unbiased shit over here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, take that however you want it. But this is the real, like a person who really is putting in logic, taking talent into consideration, taking wins into consideration. These are all things. Like, whenever you see me saying somebody's dope, somebody's the best, whatever the case is, I can make a case for it without it coming off as bias. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just my thoughts on that. This blog is a half hour long. I wasn't even expecting to talk this much, but y'all been pissed me off this morning. You understand? But it's all in all good fun. You know, just creating some conversation. And yeah. I'll be back soon with more blogs and everything, man. No Mercy, Trap New York, NoMercyTV.com. We got a trap event in Newark this Sunday. Come out. It's going to be dope. It's called Garden State Graveyard 2. Dope card. I'll flash it somewhere. And I'll see y'all soon, man. No mercy. I'm out.